to fractions and decimals. Last class we had done the problems related to multiplication of decimal and division of decimals. Today we are going to complete the exercise, last two exercises of the chapter, exercise 2.6 and 2.7. Exercise 2.6, first question, find 0.2 into 6. So 0.26 means 0.2 can be written as 2 by 10 into 6 equal to 12 by 10. 10 means 1 decimal, so 1.2. So directly we can do 6 into 2 multiplication, then we can divide by 10 only. According to the number of the zeros in the denominator, we can put the decimal. Here 1 0, so 1 decimal, right? Like that we can do. 8 into 4.6 means 8 into 4.6 can be written as 8 into 46 by 10. So without a decimal, 8 into 46 first we should multiply. 8 into 46 we should multiply first. What is the answer? 368. We are getting 368. So 368 we should move how many decimals? 1 decimal. So 36.8. Similarly, 2.71 into 5, first you multiply 1355, then divided by 100 because 2 decimals are there. Again the answer is 13.55. 20.1 into 4 means 201 into 4 to be multiplied, that is 804. Since 1 decimal means 10, so 80.4. Similarly, we can complete 0.05 into 7 equal to 0.35. 211.02 into 4 equal to 844.08. 2 into 0.86 equal to 1.72. All the steps are here explained. Go through that. It is very easy only. Find the area of the rectangle whose length is 5.7 centimeter and breadth is 3 centimeter. What is given in the question? Length and breadth. So length and breadth we are taken down. What is the area? Area equal to length into breadth. So we should multiply and put the decimal, means we are multiplying without considering the decimal. 57 into 3, 171. So what is the decimal number here? 1 only. So 17.1 centimeter square. Third question, find 1.3 into 10, 36.8 into 10, like that. That means the multiplications with the tens multiples only. So when we are doing with the multiplication with the 10, 100, 1000, decimal point in the product is shifted to right as many zeros. For example, 1.3 into 10 means it is 130, right? Okay, now 1 decimal is there, so 13 is the answer. That means the decimal point, it was a 0.3 only, now it is moved to right side, that's all. So 1.3 into 10 equal to 13. I know that you no need of explanation required for all this multiple of 10, 100 and all. Just for the understanding, I have told the sentence. 36.8 into 10. What is the answer? We will get a 368. So the decimal point is moving one place towards the right. 153.7 into 10, 1537. 168.07, that means 1680.7. So just multiply with the 10 and according to the number of the decimal we can put. So directly I think I can tell the answer. 31.1 into 100 means 3110. 156.1 into 100 means 15610. 3.62 into 100 equal to 362. Next, 43.07 into 100 equal to 4307, means it is multiplication of the 100. Now 2 decimals we are moving right side. Again 10 is coming. 0.5 into 10 means 5. 0.08 into 10 means 0.8. Next, 0.9 into 100 means it is 90. 0.03 into 1000 it is 30. A two-wheeler covers a distance of 55.3 km in 1 liter of petrol. How much distance will it cover in 10 liter of petrol? So 1 liter of petrol, what is the distance? 55.3. And what is asked in the question? 10 liters of petrol. So distance covered in 1 liter, 55.3 km. For 10 liter, it is 10 into 55.3, that means 553 km. So conclude the answer, it will cover 553 km distance in 10 liters of petrol. Next question, the last question from this exercise, 2.5 into 0.3. We are not considering the decimals first, so 25 into 3. decimal part what 10 and 10, so 10 into 10, so 75 by 100 0.75. So 25 into 3 we can multiply, then count the decimal and we can put the values. 0.1 into 51.7, that means 51.7 to be multiplied with 1. Now how many decimals to be removed? 2, so 5.17. Similarly, if you continue, 0.2 into 316.8, you will get 63.36. 1.3 into 3.1, you will get 4.03. 0.5 into 0.05 equal to 0.025. 1.2 into 0.15 means it is 1.68. Then 1.07 into 0.02 means 0.0214. 10.05 into 1.05 means 10.5525. 101.01 into 0.01 equal to 1.0101. 100.01 into 1.1 means 110.011. Addition you have to do. I repeat, the same rule only, whatever I have repeated many times, the same thing only. Without considering the decimals, you should do the normal product, normal multiplications. Then the final answer, that is the product, you should check how many decimals to be done. Exercise 2.7. Find 0.4 divided by 2. That means 4 by 10 divided by 2. 4 by 10 into 1 by 2. Reciprocal rule. 4 by 10 into 1 by 2 equal to 2 by 10 equal to 0.2. 0.35 divided by 5. So 0.35 can be written as 35 by 100. Divide by 5 will become 1 by 5 after taking the reciprocal. So we can cut here 5 and 35. It is 7. 7 by 100 equal to 0.07. 2.48 divided by 4. 2.48 by 100, because 2 decimals. Divide by 4 will be into 1 by 4. So after cancellation you will get 62 by 100, because 2 zeros are there, it will be 0.62. Next, 65.4 divided by 6. 65.4 can be written as 654 by 10. Divide by 6 will be 1 by 6. Then we will get 109 divided by 10, that means 10.9. Fifth question, 651.2 divided by 4. 651.2 divided by 4 means it is equal to 162.8. What is the change? Here 0.2 means 1 decimal, so divide by 10. Divide by 4 will become into 1 by 4. Now I am not explaining the steps, correct direct answers. 14.49 divided by 7 means 2.07. 3.96 divided by 4 means 0.99. 0.80 divided by 5 means 0.16. Find 4.8 divided by 10. 4.8 divided by 10 means 0.48. Here the divisions we are doing with the multiples of 10, 100, 1000. This second question is based on 10 only. So what will happen to the quotient? The quotient, the decimal point will move to towards left. Multiplication I told you it is right only. So here 4.8, before 8 was the decimal. Now after the result it is before 4. That means the decimal point is one step moved to the left. 52.5 divided by 10. Then what is the answer? 5.25. Now you tell me 0.7 divided by 10 means it is the, what is the answer? Without seeing the answer itself you can say that 0.07 is the answer. Next, 33.1 divided by 10. 3.31. Right, we already have seen that one decimal is there, so it will be moved towards left. 272.23 become 27.223. 0.5756 will become 0.056. 3.97 divided by 10 means it is 0.397. This shows that when we are dividing by 10, one decimal place is moving towards the left. Question number 3. Find 2.7 divided by 100. But according to the previous rule, here we are using 100 only. So how many zeros are here? 2 zeros. So what is the chances of moving decimal point in the quotient? Towards left, it will take 2 places. So 2.7 divided by 100. What is the answer? 0.027. So according to the zeros, we are moving the decimals towards the left. 0.3 means 0.3 is there, so 2 more zeros to be added, 0.003. 0.78 by 100, how many zeros? 2 zeros, so 2 more decimals will come here, 0.008. Next, 432.6 divided by 100, so what is the answer? 4.326. 23.6, what is the answer? 0.236. So what I want to conclude here, whenever we are doing the division with 100, then the decimal point in the quotient will be moved to the left by 2 places because of the number of zeros. The last question, 98.53 divided by 100 means 0.9853. Fourth question, find 7.9 divided by 1000. This time what is the number in the denominator? 1000. So how many zeros? 3 zeros. So how many places of decimal to be moved left? It is 3. So 7.9 divided by 1000 means 0.0079. Next, 26.3 divided by 1000. So 3 decimals we required, already 3 is there, before 3 more, so 0.0263. Next, 38.53 divided by 1000 means 0.03853. Next, 128.9 divided by 1000 equal to 0.1289. So I think idea is clear to you. What is the idea? According to the number of the zeros, the decimal place in the quotient will move to the left. Here how many number of zeros are there? 3. So in all the questions you can see that it is moved left side 3 places. So the last question, 0.5 divided by 1000, already 1 is there, so 3 more places, so 0.0005. 7 divided by 3.5. 7 divided by 3.5 means 7 divided by 35 by 10. Now the same rule, reciprocal and multiply. 7 into 10 by 35. 7 in 35 5 times, so 10 by 5 it is equal to 2, simple calculation only. 36 divided by 0.2. 0.2 can be written as 2 by 10. That means 36 into 10 by 2, it is equal to 180. Now I think you got the idea. 3.25 divided by 0.5. Easiest way is 3.25 can be written as 325 by 100 and 0.5 can be written as 5 by 10. Again take the reciprocal and cancel it, you will get the answer. Unless otherwise what we should do, give the normal division and see the decimal, and we can do that way. 30.94 into divided by 0.7. So 3094 divided by 100. So because of the 2 decimal, 0.7 can be written as 7 by 10. Then take the reciprocal means 10 by 7. Then the calculation 44.2 only. 0.5 divided by 0.25. What is the answer? We will get there 2. 7.75 divided by 0.25. It is equal to 31. Seventh question, 76.5 divided by 0.15. 76.5 divided by 0.15 equal to 76 by 65 divided by 10 and divided by 15 by 100. Again we will get to 510. 37.8 divided by 14 means 37.8 divided by 10 and divided by 14 by 10. That will be reciprocal and your answer is 27. Similarly, 2.73 divided by 1.3, it is equal to 2.1. A vehicle covers a distance of 43.2 km in 2.4 liters of petrol. How much distance will it cover in 1 liter of petrol? So what is given there? In 2.4 liter of petrol, the distance covered is equal to 43.2 km. Now what is asked? How much distance it will cover in 1 liter? So for 1 liter of the petrol, what we should do? 43.2 km divided by 2.4. Both are decimal only. So we can write 432 divided by 10 divided by 24 by 10, it is equal to 432 by 10 into 10 by 24, that is equal to 18. Therefore the vehicle will cover 18 km in 1 liter of petrol. I repeat, it is the question is given that 2.4 liter, the distance is 43.2 and the question is asked for finding the distance for 1 liter of petrol. So what we should do? We should divide. So we should write the sentence 2.4 liter, the distance is equal to 43.2. For 1 liter of petrol means 43.2 divided by 2.4. After the simplification you will get 18. So the vehicle will cover 18 km in 1 liter of petrol.